Okay. I remember one of my earliest memories is my father raising rodents when I still lived in Battle Creek, so I had to be less than 8. But one of them was named Lucky. He would fight with all of them.
Did he usually get his ass kicked, or did he actually win most of the fights?
I don't remember this, but apparently my father told me a story. He actually had to stitch the rat back together because it got gutted.
Yeah, I don't think that's too lucky.
Here you go, Thunder.
His name may not be very good for him.
For some reason, it's still black. Also, I did hit the live button now.
Oh, you did?
Yep, I got the notification.
And now I gotta make sure that I hit the shield. So.
He's a loud little cuss, isn't he?
Yeah. That's just.
That's a cute cat.
He's got a nice coat.
Oh yeah, that's a nice fluffy one.
It's funny because Risky, the one that usually interrupts the live streams, is on the stack of towels that I have got to fold.
Oh yeah.
Thing is, this side right here of him, that's his eye that he's missing.
Oh yeah, you can tell he was like holding it shut.
Mm-hmm. It's not so bad today, but he's got this. There's a calcified thing on his lip that every now and then he has Elvis lip. So he walks out, he walks around, he's got a thing hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
my aunt has a bunch of cats, and there's all sorts of things that go on with them. So I know quite a bit about all that.
Isn't it something like in the 20s? And Tom wants to know, how are we?
I'm doing pretty good. It's cold as fuck out here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the number of cats we've had has gone down, though. Like, maybe 15 by now.
Yeah. I know Grandpa was none too happy about having that many cats in his house.
Oh, no. He despised having those animals in the house.
Okay, cat, can you stop digging your leg into my thigh, please? Thank you.
Yes, there's something Risky used to do at night that I am so glad she doesn't anymore. She would knead your throat.
Oh, God, that sounds horrifying.
This cat here, Prince, when he was a kitten, he tried to jump out of a closed window twice within minutes.
I had a dog do that. Surprisingly, the first time he did, they tried it. He did not succeed, but the second time he shattered that window and went flying through the window. I think he had like.
What you gonna do with that big fat bud? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Good couple inches of stitches and pretty like scared the ever loving fuck out of everyone in the house. Just like a loud shatter, then a whining, and then like 3 people running through the house to get the dog to the hospital or to the vet.
That's right, for a ball. Whoops. You want attention? You're gonna dance. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross.
I remember that song from skating rink. I used the
Such a gorgeous.
Spoiled rotten.
yeah.
So are my cats. Apparently,
Oh,
I
that's
found
my
out this morning.
face. Thank you.
Unless I'm up, apparently the cats don't meow. They go to the kitchen, but they don't meow. It's only that
Right.
it's only me that they'll meow at to either give them treats or like, hey, it's been a while since you've given us wet food.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that because you're the one that usually does it, or is it
Yes.
just because they know that you'll do it for them instead of your mom?
Yeah, I usually do it for them. I'm starting to try to keep them like every third day, give them a can of wet foods because I'm kind of getting sick of Dodge doing the thing where, nope, I refuse to eat anything but wet food.
Oh, really? Yeah, cats can be pretty picky. That's why I prefer dogs, to be honest. They're more easily trained, and they don't really get too picky about their food, unless you spoil the crap out of them.
Yeah. So Thunder figured out. I still haven't figured out why it happened, but I know what happened for my stream not to run yesterday. It was some sort of reversion. Do you remember when you first set up your YouTube account and did the whole, okay, I want to stream, and it said, okay, well, now that you said you want to stream, you have to wait 24 hours for the stream to work. It just reset that for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, because I got an email this morning that just says
really
you can stream again.
With stuff.
Yeah, I don't get it, but little boy, you are getting a tummy.
Yeah.
Hello, Scotsman. You have the link if you're awake enough, but yeah, cats are normally assholes. Which is
he was being all nice and loving until he decided to walk across my face.
Yeah. One of my favorite.
Cats have like one of those switches in their brain where they can be all nice and loving, and then all of a sudden, like freaking Jekyll and Hyde just go monster on your ass.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things on Reddit. There's like a subreddit, cats are assholes, and then that has like so many subscribers and so much content. And then there's a subreddit, cats are not assholes. It only had like 3 subscribers in like one video. Based on that vote, I wonder which one cats are.
It's like, I wonder which one cats are for. To be honest, cats are probably on the one that are for them being assholes, because they know they're being a pain in the ass. They just don't give a shit.
Okay then. Huh.
Good morning, Inked.
Good morning, gorgeous. All right, this bad? Is this bad that I was actually thinking about playing my Xbox, but the first thing I had to do is wipe the dust off of it?
Yeah, I haven't played my Xbox in a long time. To be honest, like the only thing I use it for now is for playing DVDs and music.
Do you have the original Xbox, or have you upgraded?
I have the 360 and the Xbox One.
I was Pumpkin.
I've got it's the 360.
When there's multiple people in the stream, you kind of need to be specific who you're talking to.
Yeah. Dude. I've played this one. I've turned on maybe 4 times since I got it back from getting the Red Ring of Death.
I'm good, Inked.
The irony was when it actually gave me the Red Ring of Death. I discovered it because my wife said, "What was the name of that one game you were playing?" I told her, "I'm not entirely sure."
Uh, I actually had to go into stop and like the GameStop guy had never seen my issue before. Basically, on my 360, I would once John got home, I would switch to a smaller TV,
Mm-hmm.
and at this point, the dog decided to knock the 360 over, and it dug a ring into the disc.
Ooh.
Ooh, that sounds horrible.
And that was one of my first problems with Halo. No, wait, no, I think that was the second time I've had to do that with Halo Reach at that point.
You have the worst record with Halo. Didn't you destroy like a good 3 or 4 discs and then like completely glitch out a couple others or something?
I think I had to get 3 new discs for Halo Reach, and then finally I said, screw it, got the digital copy. The next month it was free on the
Right.
for gold.
Yeah.
You guys are assholes.
I was like, hey, remember when you paid for this game? Guess what? It's free now.
I think I also had the same problem with Skyrim, where eventually I just bought a digital download.
Yeah. You have like a weird ability to like glitch out games, something fierce.
It's to the point where, well, it's not really my fault in New Vegas right now. That is a modded character, and my computer probably read it wrong because I've seen other people play that mod, and the tits are not stretched to infinity.
Okay,
So,
then.
like just like string bands, like.
I mean, I've heard of having huge tits, but that's ridiculous.
Like that's not huge. That's just long.
It is interesting every once in a while. Instead of them being stretched to infinity, they're non-existent, and you can see through her body. It's just weird.
Oh, where they're like negative tits or something.
Yeah.
It's like it's gotten so cold that they just like shrink into each other, just like small black holes on her chest now.
Which I'm thinking about cheating slightly on the part I'm stuck at, killing Deathclaws for that quest.
Don't most people like consider modding cheating anyways? So like
No, there are
that
some
much
mods that
farther.
are cheats, but if they don't actually overpower the base game,
Yeah, like a
they're-
shotgun that does one hit kill on everything.
Oh my
Well,
god!
the whole I was gonna say, isn't the whole thing about like what a mod for Left 4 Dead, a mod that makes all the zombies fall just by looking at them would be a cheat, but
yeah,
the mod that makes them all look like the Marshmallow Man wouldn't be.
yeah.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Yeah.
I think technically I'm supposed to have them where they look like Minecraft characters, but I jumped the gun and didn't let the workshop fully load, so I was just
Did
playing.
you ever get like the freaking My Little Ponies? Because I've been asked about that.
Oh, the My
by
Little Pony,
someone.
the companions, they're all at the 188. That's another thing. I was either going to grab all the ponies and go for the Death Claws, or I was thinking about cheesing it and toggling no clip and going death from above with the 50.
Yeah.
You gotta love the anti-material.
From what I heard, don't the unicorn ponies like use energy weapons, like kind of like the magic or whatever the fuck they use?
I think they have Gatling lasers.
Yeah, so it's like they're pretty much like energy weapons. Yeah, that makes sense.
A Gatling laser.
It's like a Gatling gun, only instead of lead, it shoots lasers.
Lasers.
Killing lasers.
It shoots deadly lasers. What was that? Fuck, just saying that word like that reminded me of something.
Lasers.
Oh yeah, like shark with lasers. It was like Austin Powers.
Sharks with lasers on their heads.
Yeah. It's like, I want $1,000. And everyone looks at him like he's fucking crazy. Like, dude, I could wipe my ass with that and give it to you. It's like, then I want $1 billion. It's like, yeah, that's more like it.
That just reminded me. I saw a weird thing. I think it was on Facebook. Apparently, moose can dive up to like 10 meters or 20 meters. And someone's in the comments like, that's why orcas are one of the moose's only predators. Like, wait, orcas are in freshwater now?
Right.
But can you imagine being a diver and seeing a moose?
That would probably be traumatizing.
The little comic strip it had was like the moose going down, and then all of a sudden an orca swimming in front of the diver eating the moose, and the diver then just throwing his equipment away.
It's just like, just nopes his way out. Like, nope.
Yeah, Inked, that would be Phantom's phone. He got a message.
Yeah, that was Diddle telling me that her favorite Austin Powers is Gold Member. Apparently, she likes Mini Me.
I like gold and metal. In fact, I do have a chunk of cube of tungsten over there that I actually got in a mystery box, and I love it.
Oh yeah, I remember you showing me that. This is freaking awesome.
Freaking, it's tungsten, man. It's a really awesome metal. Heavy,
I think it's
dense.
fucking heavy. It's like, it's not even a large piece either, but it's heavy as hell. It's like,
yeah, it's about like maybe 2 inches cubed.
yeah, I'd say about that. Yeah, isn't it like a couple pounds too?
I haven't actually weighed it, but I've actually compared it to roughly the same space of steel, and it is about twice as heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Tom, moose like break through glass all the time.
Wasn't there a video about that where a moose just like head butted through a cafe window or something and just like destroyed the inside and just like YOLO'd out of there? It's like, see ya.
I think that's the video Tom was talking about. There's you can. I think it's in.
I'm sure there's more than
not
one.
in Michigan,
so
but
probably like several out there.
In like heavily deer populated areas, more than what is around here. Like you see deer all the time just walking into convenience stores.
Oh yeah. I mean, they kind of make it easy, really, though. Like the automatic sliding doors, it just like opens up for them. Like, oh, thanks. It just like walks in.
I kind of want them to walk into a Walmart and start eating up all the lettuce and stuff.
That
would just be hilarious.
You're gonna have to pay for that.
Ooh, that reminds me of one of the stupidest jokes I know. Do you know the cheapest cut of meat? Deer nuts, because they're under $1.
Oh. Wait, would that really be considered a cut of meat, though?
Technically, yes. I mean,
There's
Rocky
not really
Mountain
any
oysters
meat
are
on
meat.
them, though. Wait,
I have
really?
no experience with eating testicles.
I have honestly eaten sheep testicles before. They were
You're
okay,
Welsh?
but a little too salty.
Of course, they're salty.
Like, to be honest, I didn't know I was eating them at the time, and my mom asked me how I liked them, and then I was like, I realized what she said. Like she said it in Spanish because I was at my abuela's house at the time, and I was like, "Wait, I know that word. What is it?" And she was like, "Oh, those are sheep testicles." I was like, "Yeah, thank you. I'm not having it anymore." And I already ate like a whole plate of them before she told me that.
It's so you're saying that sheep testicles are tasty?
They're okay, but like apparently like they had like some kind of cheese with them, and I don't know.
Everything's better with cheese.
My family eats some on the holidays.
Trucker shared a Canadian TikTok. I can tell by the Tim Hortons.
Yeah, it was a whole Canadian chick or something.
Yeah, I didn't hear the audio because I managed to turn down the media audio, but apparently not off the notification noise.
Whoops.
I mean,
I actually got a let's see here. I actually downloaded this one TikTok that was actually kind of adorable. Guy had this whole guy set up this big mech suit and set it up in such a way where there's it's like a cosplay mech thing, and on the front is a little kitten in a box with a bunch of switches and buttons in front of it.
okay,
And
cool.
yeah, he was walking down the street, and the cop car came up, and all of a sudden there's a close up of this kitten, pushing the button that says fire, and yeah, it's actually kind of cute.
I think I sent you that video, or the TikTok. The guy, it's like some game, but like it's a funny reload animation where the breach like has teeth, and you feed the clip to the breach. Or well, technically magazine clip. Damn it. I mean, if you want to talk semantics, that'd be a magazine. A clip would be, I'd consider more like a stripper clip.
A clip itself is really no more than it's no more than a little track that the fluted lips or the fluted end of a particular cartridge goes into. The whole interesting thing about a clip is you actually pull it down, stuff it down into the rifle, and then the clip itself you immediately pull back out, and all the ammunition stays in the rifle.
Hello, cryptic.
So
and yes, butts are awesome.
The clip itself is a way to quickly reload a detachable magazine or a non-detachable magazine. That's all.
Yeah, like I know the M1 brands have it.
For that. Apparently, the storm here really does not like me talking to people.
Oh, you have a storm again, which means in a couple hours.
Remember, I told you it was like blowing like crazy outside, and apparently, anything that like disrupts, like anything really, cuts out my signal like crazy. Especially since this phone is like 6-7 years old, so it's fairly old.
Yeah. Oh, did I tell you? Mom had to get a new phone since hers was messed up so badly, which she also had to change carriers because we don't know where a boost dealer is around here.
Oh, really? Which carrier did she switch to then?
I forgot to ask that question. I'm like, I was more focused on the fact that she told me that if I want a new phone, I'm going to have to switch. I'm like, I don't want to switch. I've been with Boost for so long.
You've been a loyal Boost fan for so long.
Or
not a fan, a member. Yeah.
I like
to be
Boost.
honest, I've been like, actually, no, I can't say I've been a loyal Boost fan or member because I was with Sprint before I switched over to Boost. Like,
technically same company, but yeah, Sprint sucks.
Ago.
I don't know how. When I had Sprint, it sucked, but Boost is better. I'm not quite sure how that works.
Yeah.
Now the question is, should I tell you all the first cell phone company that I had?
Is it around anymore?
No,
Right.
no, it was Cellular One,
Holy crap! I haven't heard that
Oh,
name in like forever.
I think I actually heard of that.
and Cellular One ended up merging with MCI. And MCI what was it AT? It was either AT&T or Verizon got bought out by MCI.
I think didn't Verizon take it over?
There's a thing I can't remember. That's too damn long ago.
Yeah, I remember my so I don't want to make you sound old, but I remember my grandparents talking to me about that one.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I'll make myself feel old here in a second when I explain that my first cell phone came in a bag.
Oh, really?
And it was 75 cents a minute, period.
Oh, I used to cheese that. Like, there was a certain amount if you stayed on. Like, I think it was 3 times if you stayed under 10 seconds, it wouldn't charge you a full minute.
Nope. The moment it can. I was gonna say when I started, the moment it connects, whether they even answered or not, it's 1 minute, period.
This was
I think they still do that, don't they? It's like a given when they call someone.
Not anymore, I don't think.
2006 that I had a like prepaid by the minute phone.
Oh hell, my first cell phone was in like 97.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't that like back when the phones were like larger than a brick or something? Or was that longer before that?
No, 80s was the brick, I think.
Yeah.
Now all I can think of.
I will say that my first phone, the bag phone, it was old when I got it, so I couldn't afford the several $1,000s that would have cost normally.
Right.
And now cell phones are back to over $1,000 if you go with the stupid dumbass Apple company.
Oh God, there's people charging up to $1,500 for the Apple phones.
Oh yeah, I've heard there's some expensive fucking phones out there, and they barely do more than what regular phones do, which are like almost half the price.
When I would get
I only spent like around $150 for mine, and I got like pretty much everything most phones have.
Since I have to pay outright for the phone, last time I got a new phone, I'm like, yeah, I refuse to pay more than $100, like maybe 120 tops for a phone.
They just like show you to this small little case, like, well, sir, these are the phones you can choose from.
And I kind of have to have the actual home button because I like having the actual button. There's a few phones.
Are you talking about the button that's actually shaped like a little home?
No, it's a physical button on the front panel.
Are you serious? Mine is just like you just hit the center button and it like switches as a front screen.
1 second.
I was gonna say my first smartphone. Damn thing split in half. It was the original Droid thing split in half and it had a full keyboard halfway through it.
Oh, those were awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, I actually have the home button.
Yeah. Diddle says her first phone was a flip phone, but her mom didn't want her to have it. I think she told me about that actually. It's like something about her mom didn't want her to have it, so she like literally snapped it in half.
Yeah. I think the only people who have to do Apple are blind people, because apparently Android sucks at being blind friendly, from what I hear.
Well, it doesn't suck. It's just not as good.
Yeah.
It doesn't absolutely suck. It's not as good. When I'm driving, that's what I rely on for it to tell me what's going on, because it'll sit and read it out to me. It'll sit and read out messages. Good way to tell if I'm in a chat and I'm chatting. A good way to tell is look at my spelling and punctuation and all that. If it's good spelling, good punctuation, I'm actually typing it out.
Yeah, I know.
Right. The problem is when I dictate to it, every little fluctuation in my voice, if I hit a bump and put in a weird consonant, I'll sit there and say something, and then there's just some random ass letter in it.
Well, did you download something for speech to text?
Yeah.
I didn't, and my the speech to text is still messed up. So
I downloaded one that's specifically for truck drivers.
yeah. I just used
Mine has
what
it
is actually
pre-installed. I think it's just like something you have to activate when typing.
The problem is I forget to proofread, and then I'll send and then see the message, and it's like that makes no sense.
Right. Yeah, that I've actually I can't remember who I was talking to or like what I was talking about, but like the speech to text autocorrect is really, really touchy. And being that like most of the time I talk with it sounds almost like I'm talking underwater most of the time, it like has no idea what the fuck I'm saying.
I like what Cryptic just said. Trucker is a confirmed dictator. You only need to ask his wife. Thank you, Inkton Prick. Thank you for that one. Oh, so, Phantom, what's going on in your life? Anything interesting?
Marriage jokes. I love it.
You know me, family issues. I have to get ready for a party, and apparently my group wants me to do some kind of weird Halloween thing along Call Heaven Trail, so I need to get a costume together in like the next today's like 4 days.
Yeah, apparently Scotty can't use speech to text at all.
Is that because his accent doesn't allow him to, or is it because his phone just doesn't support it?
Because speech to text can't understand a Scottish accent for nothing.
Or Irish, because at one point back before I was actually on the show, someone mentioned sharing, and I'm like, I shared it as far as I can, Captain. I can't share it any further. And I actually had to slow down and drop the accent for it to actually understand me.
Yeah. I think the speech to text I have can actually go through a translation app.
Oh, you should clean the living room. But I'm going to continue to throw empty bottles in it. Butthead. I forgot what we were talking about.
I have no idea. I think we started talking over each other, and I kind of just lost focus.
I lost focus when I got a damn pop bottle thrown at me.
Speaking about pop bottles, I need to like gather mine up and like take them out or something eventually. They're kind of just like over the floor or like over in the corner of my room where I toss them when I'm done with them.
I had a corner like that at one point.
It's just like there's like a pile of empty bottles. Like I should probably take care of that. Just like one more pop bottle. Like throw it just like an avalanche of pop bottles all over across the floor.
I swear she's stomping. But yeah,
Who, the cat or your mom?
Mom.
Oh. To be honest, that'd probably sound about the same. Don't they weigh about the same?
No, Mom is actually heavier than me now because I am under 200. Oh well, I haven't weighed myself in a while. I may have gone above 200 because I've been eating a lot lately.
You ain't doing the cookie.
Yes.
I think recently I weighed myself. I weighed like 250, so like a little
Because it was
a
on top
little
of the
over
cookie.
250.
1 second.
You took the cookie.
Yeah, Mom bought home one of those big cookie cake things.
Oh
And,
yeah, I know.
No one
they're
got to
delicious.
it, so that may be another reason why I don't know. I gotta weigh myself later today, but I'm scared.
You sound like a girl. I'm afraid to weigh myself.
I think it's bad. A few weeks back, I got weighed. It's the lightest I've weighed in over 15 years, and it's still, y'all are still nothing compared to my fat ass. I weighed
I don't
myself.
know. At one point, I was pretty overweight. Like, to be honest, I've been losing a lot of weight recently.
This is the lightest I've weighed in, like I said, over 15 years, and I was 345.
You kind of have a job that does not
Yeah,
condone
it
to
doesn't give you too many opportunities to, like, work any of that off. So you kind of have an excuse for that.
I've weighed
Me,
over
I think
300
the
pounds.
heaviest I weighed was like 320, and that's because I was lazy as fuck.
The last time I weighed under 300 pounds, I was 15.
Okay, so you can't blame the. Was trying to give you an out there, but
Yeah.
How about I was 6 foot? How about I was at the same time? I shot immediately from, the size of a child to over 6 feet tall. Been over that, and
Oh yeah.
used to
that
do some.
That could definitely push you overweight. Yeah.
Yeah, and used to be able to do some stupid strong stuff.
okay, yeah, because fat weighs more than muscle. Well,
Muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah, muscle weighs more
Yeah.
than fat, which kind of is weird to say. But if you take the same like size of muscle and the same size of fat, the fat will weigh less.
Yeah.
Isn't it because it's more porous than
this?
muscle? Muscle is way more dense.
Yeah,
What
muscle
is the
is
stupidest
dense.
strong thing I've did since we've been together.
Well, you tried to lift the back end of your truck, and
Actually, I did manage to get it off. I did manage to get off the ground. Problem was I couldn't get it high enough.
How high were you trying to get it?
It had to be close to about a foot, and I was only able to get it 3-4 inches.
I think I was able to do that with a pickup, but I barely got it an inch off the ground. I was like way out of shape. I only tried it because I seen a video of someone doing that on TV. I was like, I want to try that.
Well, I think it may not have helped that I was down in a mud hole doing it too. So, I was four-wheeling. And I was four-wheeling, and where I was, it wasn't, the hole that I fell down into was too tall or too deep for my jack to do anything. So, oops.
Yeah. Like,
manhandled a clothes washer out of the house.
Okay, yeah, washers are the heavy ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it
yeah,
was full of water at the time too.
That
Oh,
makes
yeah,
it even.
that
Dryers
like
are
almost
easy.
doesn't like a water-filled washer like almost double or more the
Yeah.
weight or something.
Legitimately, inmates have sent correction officers to the hospital by dropping a grocery bag full of water on their head.
I can actually believe that. Like a grocery bag full of water would be probably like a good 20-pound impact or something, wouldn't it?
The thing about water is when the initial reaction hits, the
It
surface
kind of like
tension of
solidifies,
it.
doesn't it, or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, it pretty much like on impact, it pretty much acts like a solid object almost.
right. But something tells me we're talking 20, 30 feet worth of fall first.
Yeah,
like
a
dropping
10-foot
it
fall,
from
it's a
like one of
glorified
those
water balloon.
railings or something. So that's like a good 20 feet up.
Yeah.
but yeah, it just.
I think the
showed
only time I had water thrown at me, like anywhere close to that, was when people were doing that stupid ice bucket challenge. I know it wasn't for a stupid reason. I was just like, I just really did not like it because apparently like 3 of my family like pressured me into trying it, and it was freaking cold.
I think a lot of people didn't know what it was actually for.
Or yeah, wasn't it for like cancer
ALS.
or something?
No, ALS.
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 Lou Gehrig's disease.
Oh.
I
was just told it was for cancer, so like some kind of irreversible disease or something.
It is irreversible.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're half right, I guess.
Yeah, it's a muscle / nervous system degenerative thing. Somebody actually challenged me to do it, and I figured, what the hell, and actually had that ice dumped over my head because really large foundations like the one who was doing this, I don't donate to those because the moment I find out you get any federal money whatsoever, you don't need money from me then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually donate to a smaller. I donate to a smaller foundation that is 100% non-federal money funded.
What was it? That Viper oh shoot, what was his full name? Either way, the one dude used to play with all the time before.
Are you talking about the crazy guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had ALS or something similar.
I think didn't you tell me that? Like that's kind of why I felt bad for him when he like went completely psycho on you.
Either way,
I couldn't really tell you just like drop him completely, but I kind of didn't think it would be a good idea to like stay in contact with him.
Yeah. Hello, Wikipedia snippet. Who brings us muscle is 1.06 grams per milliliter, and fat is about 0.9 grams per milliliter.
So it's like several times denser, yeah.
But yeah, the thing that he had my cell phone, and like I'd be like, yeah, me and John are going to the store. We'll be back in like a couple hours. And in the middle of the story, he's like, "Are you back yet?" Like,
oh yeah, I remember you telling me that. Like he kind of went like stalkerish on you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got to the point. There was either he got some major mental help, or it was probably best that you just like had nothing to do with him.
Yeah. Do I have to say hello to Farty McFarts?
Yeah. Well, listen. Usually if someone says hi to you, you should say hi back. It's only nice.
Well, I know who that is. It's a sock account, but Listen, that time I was not told that I needed to shit. The anus told me it's all right. It's all air, and then it wasn't.
And it lied. I don't think I ever had that happen to me, to be honest. So I wouldn't be able to relate to that.
It could have been worse. The one from the Zach from Mike Burnfire YouTube channel.
Yeah.
One of the early episodes of Fallout, he tells the story. He was just laying in bed one day and like comfy in bed, not wanting to leave, and then he had to fart, and then all of a sudden he's not staying in bed today. Apparently, he's been. I like the story where he overhydrated. Well, not the fact that he overhydrated. It's just an interesting story. Apparently, coming back from leave, he had to
I
do a
always
drug
thought
test.
it was weird that you could actually die from overhydrating. Like I guess it's like the same as drowning, just really slowly or something like that. Like
why does
some
there's two pumpkin truckers?
What do you mean?
There was two pumpkin trucker has now timed out pumpkin trucker. Do I still have that? Seriously, one of these days I'm going to add the Baby Scotsman account to my list of Rolodex of things I can be.
Really?
I'm just too lazy to actually do it.
Remember, I've actually been with YouTube, or I've actually had a YouTube account long enough to where my YouTube account is not actually tied to my Gmail account.
Oh, that's neat.
Really?
Yeah, I've had a YouTube account.
Wouldn't it like require you to do that once they did that, or did they just not care enough
YouTube,
to act you?
It's
like
a grandfather
grandfather
thing because when I first set up my YouTube account, it was not owned by Google.
Aren't there some YouTube accounts that are like handed down through generations, like they've been on since the beginning or something?
Well, the beginning was 2012.
No, before that.
It was before that?
My account was open in 2008.
That has to be. Oh wait, no. When was the the nip slip at Super Bowl?
That was like 2007, 2008, something like that.
That's why YouTube got started.
Oh, really?
That's not why it got started, but
well, one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you look right now. You look at the modern stuff like Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, where they all have the live videos and where you can just post a little video of yourself. When I started with YouTube, or when I first set up my YouTube account, that's what it was. It was a matter of, it was supposed to be nothing more than a social media site that was strictly videos.
Yeah.
And it did not stay like that for very long at all.
Yeah, I think most social media sites were like, oh, we're starting at this. It was like maybe a year or so later, they're like something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny to hear.
Hell, actually, I think I'll look it up, but I think one of my first videos is fucking called "Two Hamsters and a Sausage." It was two hamsters in a cage fighting over a sausage.
I went back the other day and watched one of the YouTubes that I watched in school, and it looks horrible now.
What was that? There was a fad about YouTube video that I'm 99% sure has been deleted so thoroughly, but it's like that 2 girls, 1 cup stupid thing.
That was a long time ago.
That was like a
Man.
while ago. I was like in high school, and I remember someone showing me that. Like he literally passed it around and like replayed the video to the point that everyone in the class was either sick or really really annoyed.
Holy crap. Wikipedia snippet doing a fantastic job doing what he does. Super Bowl 38, which was broadcast live February 1st, 2004 from Houston, Texas. On the incident also coined the phrase wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, which one of us is black?
Sorry, I gotta go, guys.
All right, see ya.
I think I lost you anyways. I can't hear you. So I'll talk to you guys later or another time.
All right.
How do I end the call? Okay.
Just close the browser. Okay. Well, why did I say that? Because he can't hear us. Scotsman, why aren't you over here yet? Are you finished with your shit?
It's a light of day is in your chat. 2 hamsters and a sausage.
Oh, I'll have to click on that right after. Well,
Which
we've been
inked if-
going almost an hour already.
Yeah, which inked, if you're still in the chat, the poster that's hanging on the wall behind that hamster cage is actually the Rocky Horror Show, the stage production in German.
Oh, that's something. So, my caretaker.
That's why. Do you want this going through your house, dude?
That's fine. But yeah, you couldn't often tell that my caretaker was gay up until going through his movies. He had 3 copies of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay.
He had it on VHS, DVD, and well, then technically I brought one that was Rocky Horror and Shock Therapy. I'm still blaming him.
Okay, so he had Rocky Horror on VHS and DVD, and you had a copy yourself, and it's a sign that he's gay?
Quite
What does
true.
it say about you if you brought a copy as well?
I'm still sticking with buy. If you buy me enough, I'll bend over.
Are you hearing that, Mandy?
Ooh, apparently Scott. Damn it, Phantom had to be somewhere before 12.
Fair enough.
What else? I have laundry to fold. I don't want to fold laundry. I don't like folding laundry. It's stupid and well, I would say it smells bad, but it's fresh laundry.
It's a waste of time, isn't it? Really?
Yes, but apparently things have to. Well, especially like mom's work uniforms, those definitely should be hung up, or else they'll get wrinkly.
I'd like to make a comment about that, but the problem is, the clothes I wear to work get stuffed in a damn bag, so.
Well, you don't deal with customers, do you?
Oh, for
Yeah, I
fuck.
Well, technically, I guess the idiots you talk to at the store would be your customer. I don't. Well, that's just now confusing me.
Yes, before anybody thinks about it, when the people I got to deal with at a store, They are the ones that catch the shit from every Karen that walks into the store, and shit rolls downhill.
Oh my.
There's a reason I like those days where I never have to talk with anybody.
Oh, those are the best days.
So
But yeah, Mom has to deal with customers, so
fair enough.
it's best she look presentable.
Yeah. All right, dude. I am going to bounce because I've been sitting here at my house for 2 hours now, and I have not gotten a shower yet.
Showers are good. Yeah, I'm going to end this.
See, why'd you like me on here just to come on here for 2 minutes?
Just to bug you.
All right. Later.
I mean, I could go for an hour, which is in 5 minutes. What are you doing today?
I'm just looking for jobs and cleaning stuff. Standard shit.
It's been I think I need to take the bowel movement medication that makes you move your bowels, because I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, make sure you do that on the toilet and not on my stream.
I will carry my laptop into the bathroom. I'm going to seriously have to. If I keep having troubles with Monday, I'm going to have to switch to Monday off, and then Tuesday is Left 4 Dead Tuesday.
Fair enough. I was meant to do 6 days a week, but then just like it never amounted to that. Just things sometimes it just couldn't be arsed.
I think it's the days I have other people on are like the most stressful, because I'm like, okay, am I actually going to get this person? Are we good?
Yeah, that's usually the case. Like, that's always the way when you get guests, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why I kind of stopped having guests. I had a few, which was fine for a bit, but then stopped having them after a while.
I have a whole list of that I can barely read because my handwriting sucks and reading sucks. So,
Well, it's a list of guests you want to try and get.
well, this is a list of topics for Sunday. I think the best and most deepest one would be the Kevorkian. Or
I have
a
no idea what that is.
Well, I refer to it as a Kevorkian because it was a Dr. Kevorkian who would. It's basically assisted suicide. When done right, I believe in it. But some people have done it wrong. And in fact, Kevorkian slipped up one time and got arrested for it and thrown in jail.
I don't think Blanco believes in it, though. You've had debates about that before.
I've seen people like. Have you ever seen anyone like you look up to get hit like a freaking semi truck with Alzheimer's, and all of a sudden they're not there anymore?
No, not Alzheimer's, no.
The best way to describe it is it's just an empty shell without the human you looked up to.
Stroke and cancer, yeah.
It's sad to see.
Yeah, it is. Because my grandfather had a stroke, and then they found out he had cancer, then that was him, basically. He was done after that.
All right. On that happy note, we have.
It was sad note to end on.
Yeah. You doing a stream tonight?
Yeah, probably.
So that's the next place you can hear me. And then over on Blind Girl's channel for blind trucking, be there or be some shape parallel to a triangle.
Be there to have a life.
That too. Bye.
Right?